Alright everybody, in this video I'm going to be demonstrating some unique ways to generate the illustrations for your children's books, as well as how to format and create your book's interior and cover. So I wanted an illustration suggestion for every other page, but in part 1 we were only left with 5. So I asked the bot to give me 15 illustration suggestions that will work as prompts in a text-to-image AI art generator, starting each prompt with the main character Alex with short brown hair and green eyes. And this produced 15 ready-to-go prompts that you can use in your AI art generator of choice. I'll be using Leonardo AI, and these images can be generated in a variety of styles, and this method will work with any style you decide to use. For example, you can mimic styles that you see in the community feed by using the remix function and implanting your prompt replacing the main character portions. And another way would be to choose a fine-tuned model. I've been getting really consistent results using the 3D animation style model as well as the Dream Shaper 7 model. So let's try the Dream Shaper model. I'll copy this next prompt and paste it here. Then before you generate, you want to check your settings from the toolbar on the left and be sure your alchemy is enabled. Then I increase the prompt magic strength to 5.5 by clicking here and saving the setting. And now if you select this styles tab here, you have even more ways to change the styles of your image. For instance, let me try sketch color and generate with this. Wow, look at how clean these colored sketches are. Really nice. So let me demonstrate a couple more examples using these settings. And I've already generated the first 2 scenes of chapter 1, so I'll be moving on to this prompt, which is actually a tricky one because it involves 2 characters. So with a prompt like this, you're probably going to end up with 2 characters that look just like Alex, but that's okay. I can still use the boy holding the lemon and just generate mom separately by using this prompt here. And there, now we've got our character mom with her lemon. And don't worry, I will be showing you how to combine these images to create your scenes later in the video. Alright, let's move on to the next image. Chapter 2's first image also includes 2 characters. So again, we'll be doing this in 2 parts. First, I'll create Alex squeezing lemons into a pitcher. Then I'll alter this prompt to say, Mom, a cartoon mother pouring sugar into a pitcher. And there we go. These are pretty nice. So I'll download a couple of these that I like the best and move on to the next scene. Alex sitting at his desk carefully cutting out colored letters that spell Alex's lemonade. Okay, so this produced a content moderation error, child content plus cutting. So I'll remove carefully cutting from the prompt and try again. And there we go. I can definitely make use of these. And I do re-roll these prompts several times, cherry picking the images that I choose to download and save. And quickly, if you're finding value in the video, please smash that like button for me. Alright, so I think you have the idea how this works. To maintain a consistent character, you simply maintain the first portion of the prompt and change the situational portion afterwards. And with a little trial and error, you'll be able to create all your scenes from these images. I'll be using Canva to build the book's interior and cover. Note, you will need to subscribe to Canva's Pro plan for $13 to use the AI-powered tools I'm going to demonstrate. And first things first, we need to format our pages to account for margins and bleed. And I decided to go with a trim size of 6x9. So let's go to Canva, create a design, set the page dimensions accordingly, and once your page is opened up, we can set our margins. Just select File and View Settings, and then you can go to Rules and Guides. Now I do prefer to manually drag these guides to the specified margin size of 0.375 and then eyeball the remaining guides to be equal. But in this case, you could select Show Margins and just take into account that you have a little bit of room past these lines before your image is cut off. For example, here's the actual cutoff line in Amazon KDP's previewer. So you see you have a little bit of extra if you decide to use Canva's margin lines. I also set myself a visible bleed line at 0.125 all the way around my page. This is where the page will physically be cut off during printing. And if you want a different size book, you can find a chart under Amazon KDP's Tools and Resources tab. Then navigate to the bleed and margins and scroll down to this link that shows examples of sizes with bleed. And if you continue to scroll down, here's your chart for your margins. Okay, now you're all set up and ready to start building your book. As you can see, I've already built my first few pages and part of chapter 1. I did utilize Microsoft Bing's image creator that runs on DALL-E 3 to generate some signage for a couple of my scenes, but we'll get back to that. Let's create this last scene for chapter 1. Alex handing his mom a lemon in the kitchen asking for help. Now I have a pretty good image to start with here, so this should be pretty easy. I'll just use the magic erase tool and get rid of this floating lemon first. Then I'll use Canva's new Magic Grab tool. This tool allows you to separate backgrounds from characters with ease. I've never seen anything like this. And look at this. Now I can stretch the background as large as I like without distorting my characters. Then I can fit them in here, put a nice little shadow by mom's feet and a lemon in their hands, using elements here in Canva, and bam, this scene is done. Alright, let's build chapter 2's first scene. For this, I'll be using another one of Canva's new tools, the Magic Expand tool. I want the kitchen table with the lemonade to stretch across the whole scene so I can add Alex. So I'll use this tool in freeform and expand the scene to fit the page. And there we go. This image here is totally usable. Now I will again use the magic grab tool, separating the background, then move to the background remover tool so I can clean up the edge of the table where I'm going to stand Alex. Then I'll pop Alex into the picture and he's going to be behind the table, so I'll erase everything right up to his shirt line. And there, with a little tweaking, now we have Mom pouring what should be sugar and Alex squeezing a lemon into the picture alongside her in the kitchen. Now we just need our background, so I'll pull this image in and again use the magic grab tool. Erase the characters, then stretch the background to fit and push it back. And once you have a scene with multiple elements, you can group them together and adjust them accordingly. Now my images are centered and this scene is complete. And in this scene here, you can see I also incorporated images from DALL-E 3 that you have access to for free inside of Bing Image Creator. And there's your pro tip. Use DALL-E 3 to generate elements incorporating text and then clean them up here with Canva's AI tools. Alright, I'll spare you creating the rest of the scenes for this book. Do note that these were the more difficult scenes to create. A lot of them took considerably less work. So now we've covered formatting, generating our images, and editing techniques to create our scenes. Now, if you want your book to look professional, you'll need to include some key elements in the front of your book before your story and at the back of your book after your story. This is referred to as the front matter and the back matter of your book. There is flexibility here, but you want to be sure to include a title page, a copyright page, a table of contents page, and optional elements would include a dedication page, a quote page, and an intro page. Keep in mind, if you're using Amazon KDP, your first page will be printed on the right. And as you can see, my book will open up to the title page. Then it will move to the copyright page, followed by a quote page, an introduction page, and finally a chapter page. Then after your story, your back matter should include an extras page like maze puzzles or Mad Lib style fill-in-the-blank activities. Then you want to include an about the author page written in third person. This page can also be placed in the front of your book. Then I would also recommend a call to action page written in first person, asking for readers to give a review. With this framework in mind, you'll be able to have your book looking professional in no time. And finally, we're ready to create the book's cover. So again, navigating from Amazon KDP's Tools and Resources tab to the Format Your Paperback Book tab. You can scroll down to the cover template, then use the Cover Calculator and Templates tab. Here you can enter your book's information, then calculate the dimensions, and it will allow you to download the cover template. Then just open this template up in Canva, and you're ready to build your cover. Now for some reason, mine came backwards with the back of the book on the right-hand side, which I know is not right. So I just flipped it around with the flip tool. And now you just need to be mindful of the margins. If you bring this template forward and decrease the transparency, then you can see that your images and text are within the border. That's it. Once you're happy with your cover, be sure to download as a PDF print. Then I also flatten PDF and select the CMYK, best for a professional printing option. And there you have it. We've walked through generating our images with AI, editing them into your book scenes, properly formatting your interior pages and cover, and now you're ready to launch your book on Amazon KDP. But you might want to wait for part 3 of this series, where I'll be sharing the secrets and tips that professionals use to achieve a successful launch on Amazon. I'll show you how to maximize your visibility and sales as a new author. So make sure you're subscribed and have the bell notification checked. blessed, everybody.